Excuse me, may I ask your time for a while?
Sure.
Yes. My name is Amelia and we have a task from our school to interview one of foreigner here. Well, what's your name?
James. Nice to meet you, Amelia.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Where are you come from?
Come from America. I was born in Alabama and I grew up in Texas.
And
Do you know where Texas is?
Yes. And how long have you been here?
About 4 years now.
Why are you living here?
My family's here and the kids are going to school.
Do you like Indonesian culture?
Do I like Indonesian culture? Yes, the people are very friendly. Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they're just really friendly people.
What's the difference between your culture and in our country culture?
Physically or are you asking culturally? Is that a cultural question or a physical question? Cultural. Well, Indonesia is mainly a Muslim country, about 98% Muslim and about 2% Christian, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And in America, it's about 80% Christian, and the rest is mixed between Muslim and Catholic and all Buddhist and Methodist and Lutheran and Buddhist and yeah. So there's a large, more diversity, I guess.
What kind of culture do you have in your country?
What kind of what? Sorry?
What kind of culture?
Culture?
What did you celebrate there?
What do we celebrate?
What do you usually celebrate in Independence Day?
Well, Christmas. Hey, yeah, we get presents then, right? And we celebrate independence, just like they do in Indonesia, right? And we celebrate New Year's. But here you have two New Years. You have Chinese New Year and you have the actual calendar New Year's. And let's see, Thanksgiving. Let's see, Halloween. Easter. Summer school, no school. No school. That's good celebrating, right? That's a good celebration when you don't have to go to school, right?
Do you always celebrate the culture in there?
Do I always celebrate what?
Celebrate the culture.
The culture in
The
there,
culture.
you always still celebrate.
You mean holidays?
Yeah.
Yes.
With your family.
You mean here?
Yes,
Yeah.
here.
Well, some are different, some are the same. So yes, we celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving because I guess that's an American. But I guess Christmas is a Christian tradition, you know, and so we celebrate that. And then I was introduced to Chinese New Year because that's fun. And then of course New Year's is New Year's, right? And then Independence Day is different. So I don't celebrate Independence Day that we have in America here because that's July the 4th. And when's the Independence Day here?
2nd.
Okay, so I celebrate it here, you know. So
Okay.
So from your country, we are going to our country, Indonesia. What's your opinion about Indonesia culture?
Indonesian what?
Culture.
Culture?
Yes.
The culture is there's so many different things. The culture is it's a little bit more simple in America. Yeah. Not quite as developed. I think that's probably got to do with the educational opportunities that you have in America versus Indonesia. And the subjects that they teach here versus there. I mean, math is math, and English is English, and Chinese is Chinese, and science is science. but I don't think they push you hard enough. You know, I mean, plus there's not that the reading and writing of the whole population is probably a lot less than what it is in America. Sure, they have poor people in America, just like they have here in Indonesia. But the public school system is free. So children can go to school for free all the way until they go to high school, finish high school. So those are the differences I see. What else? What other difference do you want to know? Because there's economic, there's all kinds of differences there.
Maybe the social, the people like that.
Well, just like in Indonesia, you have what's the name of the Indonesians that are in Kalimantan? Batak. And then Madurese, right? Madurese, right? Madura. But you say Madurese, right? Madurese, yeah? So they're supposed to be real tough people, right? Madurese. And Batak, they're like Batak, sorry. They're dangerous, right? Are they? I don't know. Are they? Dayak. That's the one I was talking about. Well, as you can tell, you know more about your country than I know about. But I've been there, and so just like here, you have people that when they speak, you know where they're from. You know exactly where they're from. If somebody's from Sulawesi and they come here asking for directions, well, that guy's not from here. You know, I know he's not from here because he has a different accent, right?
Yeah.
So you have the same thing in America. People have different accents. So if someone comes to me in English and they talk and I go, "Oh, you're from California, huh?" Or "You're from New York, right?"
Right.
And they'll go, "Yeah, how'd you know?" Well, it's just I know your accent, right? Just like you have there. So there's some things that are different. There's some things that are the same.
What kind of food do you like most?
Most Indonesia.
Indonesian food?
Yes.
Okay, so that rules out hamburgers, pizza.
Indonesia American.
Like satay.
Indonesian food.
Yeah.
Traditional food.
What's that food that I had yesterday? What was that? What's that called? Huh? No, I don't like gado.
Satay.
Rawon I've had. It's good, but it gets kind of old after a while. Yeah. What was the name of that yesterday?
Can you describe
What's the yellow rice stuff? That's it.
nasi
kuning.
No, the yellow rice that Stephanie had. What's that dish? Nasi kuning. That's good. That's good. And see, I can't remember the names of the food, but I see it and I go, oh yeah, I like that.
eat the satay babi?
Yeah, that's good. Sauteed
That's a very good
That's good. So, but I can't remember the names, but when I see it, I go, oh yeah. But if I see the name sometimes on a menu, I'll go, oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I'll have that one. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. Okay, and the last question is, do you love Indonesia?
Do I look Indonesian?
No.
Do you love Indonesia? Do I love Indonesia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it here. I like it here. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, well, no, I like it here, but sometimes I get frustrated with the people that drive. They don't know how to drive.
Indonesian mom.
It's very frustrating. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So, the traffic, you know, I think it's
very bad.
the roads, if they built the roads a little bit better. I'll leave that up to you guys, you know, because you're going to grow up and you're going to change Indonesia, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Good. Well, you got to change it for the better. You can't go backwards. You got to go forward, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and I get frustrated with I guess it's the communication, because I can't speak Bahasa Indonesia very well. So I get frustrated because I don't understand what somebody's telling me, and then I try to talk and they don't understand me.
It's okay. Me too.
You do? Oh, really?
I'm from North Sumatra and they're from Java. So we have very different.
So do they call you a Yankee?
No.
They don't call you a Yankee?
We have
It's
different.
different.
So your accent, huh? Or is it just the words?
Both.
My accent both.
Both. That's a name. Oh, wow.
Okay, that's the interview, and thank you for the time.
Is there any other questions you'd like to ask me? Other than what you've already asked me, or is there some other one that you want to ask another question about? Or you want to ask the question again and maybe you didn't quite understand? Because I talk really fast and you might not understand what I
You said that there is a Thanksgiving Day in America.
Right.
What is the point of celebrating Thanksgiving?
Back in 1694, I believe, or 1696, when the people had first come to America, they came to a new land and they didn't know how to farm the land, they didn't know how to grow, they didn't know how to grow food, and they almost starved. They almost starved. And if it wasn't for some Indians, some Native Americans that were there that came up and helped them, and helped them, you know, learn how to plant corn or, you know, plant rice or whatever in order to eat, they would have probably all died. So that was right. And so you have the Chinese, what is it, the Moon Festival?
Yes.
In the fall, right?
Yes.
And that's the harvest festival, right? So at the same time, in November, or October, or September, October, and November is when they harvest the food in America, right? So that's when they celebrate at the end of the harvest, because they survived. They didn't starve, and the Indians helped them out. So it's a celebration of I guess that no one died, and America was able to feed itself, right? So it's just it's a celebration similar to the Harvest Festival or the Moon Festival in China.
Okay, so any question?
Okay, thank you for
You're
your
welcome.
time.
Thank you.
For your
Come back
time.
anytime.
Okay.
Thank you.